Hello everyone, my name's Bottletophornet, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. Hey buddy, I've come back up here into our little starter base because I want to use this brewing stand to make perfect a couple of very basic potions. So for starters, we're going to get that going. Today, I want to go into the nether. And I kind of think I want to take on that Bastion that we found when we first went in there. So I got myself a little bit of slime, and if I go over here and get myself some of this, well actually before I do that, do I have any? Doesn't appear so. So we're going to make some blaze powder, and then I'm going to turn that into some magma cream, and that way we can get started making some fire potions, or some fire resistance potions. Now, I've taken all of my stuff away, so I don't have any redstone. I'm going to have to go get some of that to extend these. But once we have those, I'm going to go in, get myself prepared. Do I have... Probably going to have to get a shield as well, just to protect ourselves. And... ooh, they'll survive, I hope. But let me just extend these, get them to 8 minutes long, and then we're going to head out to our portal. Yeah, going for a bit of an adventure episode rather than a building one, after last episode's efforts. Oh boy. And perfect. So now we have some fire resistance potions, and I have the stuff on me to make a fresh shield. Nice. Okay. So with that, I think we're just about ready to go. I have a bit of a plan, and I want to see whether I've worked out the easiest way to take on piglin brutes. I know I'm not really geared up for it, so this will be an interesting experiment as to how effective lava is. I've tried this out before once, but I want to give it a proper try now. Ooh. Huh. Thank you kindly. I want to give it a proper try and see how it goes. So what we are going to do is maybe make sure that we have some golden carrots rather than bread, just because that's going to be a better food source. And we're going to head in and see what happens. So back down the mountain we go. Actually, let's just leap over there, grab ourselves a little bit of hay, and I know that that'll guarantee me some emeralds. And one of the next things that I really want to do when it comes to roads and such is probably create a little bit of a road down just underneath that layer, this ledge here that comes across and allows me to run straight onto this dock. Because this is the height that I want to be, but there's not really any easy way to get there over the hills. So that will be soon. We're definitely going to come back over here in an episode or two and start to set up a little bit more work on this side. But for now, I'm going to trade up a bunch of wheat, like so. And I'm even going to trade some gold, because that's an easy way to get some emeralds. Okay. Got myself 36 carrots. That's perfect. We're not going to need the water bucket when we go into the nether. And... yeah, we don't really need anything else either. Cool. Let's go drop off some of this stuff, sleep for the night, and then go on a bit of a risky one. Can I jump this high? What's the bet? You ready? Super horse. Oh yeah. Perfect. The gold can go away in there. In fact, we might even take a couple with us just in case we want to distract some hordes. I think that the gold should distract everything but the brutes. So if we do want to distract those just so that we can focus on the brutes, a couple of pieces of gold would be great. And then if we don't end up having to use it, we can maybe do a couple of trades as we head out of the nether. So I'll do that, put away a couple of these things, like so. And we'll go sleep up in our temporary bedroom, which is actually the stables. I'm sort of filming this episode because I did need a break from all the building, and I want to go do something fun, make things a little bit more lighthearted for myself, and just, you know, in general, try and mix it up a little bit with the series. Hello? Bloody Enderman. Okay, so we'll put this water bucket away. There is no space, but we might actually take a block or a stack of cobblestone in case we need building blocks. In fact, I kind of prefer the normal stone. Take that with us. We've got ourselves kitted out. We do have our best gear, but I'm not too worried. If we die and we lose it all, so be it. For now, I think that's a pretty well organized little area. Let's head on over. All right. So we haven't been into this portal since the episode where we went into it the first time. So we've only been into the nether one singular time. And as such, this is a place that probably needs a little bit of love. We definitely want to make a slightly nicer, safer area just here so that we don't have lava flowing down behind us and all that. And I'll probably set up a little hub ready to go. But for now, we're just going to head straight across. And now that I think of it, I'm a little bit nervous. I have died a couple of times before to piglin brutes, as they can sort of swarm you and get you caught. But that's sort of the whole purpose of, if I can find a good spot to collect it. Oh, hey. I forgot I'm not wearing any gold. Have I not done that before? Alright, folks. Perhaps we should go back to our portal and craft up a golden helmet out of this gold that we have. That seems like a smart idea. At least until we get into the actual fortress or stronghold ourselves. Bastion is the word I'm looking for. Alright. Gold helmet seems like a decent trade-off until we get over there. But once we're in the actual Bastion, I'm going to be trying to kill literally all of them. But what I may as well do is see whether the... Oh god, there's so much lava. I'm not going to get it from there. I do want to pick up a bucket before we get in there. And this looks like the place to do it. Perfect. Alright, there's our Bastion. And I think this one could potentially have some really nice loot in it. I'm crossing my fingers we get a couple of pieces of maybe netherite scrap. But over there, you can see those bad boys, the terrifying ones. What we're going to do now that we're here is double check our surroundings. We might actually splash ourselves with just the splash potion first to get it out and then keep that one in our inventory and wish me luck. So I'm going to do most of my fighting with this lava bucket. I can't really see too many except for down below. So it's going to be a matter of listening intently, making sure that I'm aware of where they're coming from, and trying to catch them out with the lava bucket. I can hear a piglin brute, which is terrifying, but it's going to be a good test of how this works. The idea of having myself a fire resistance potion is that I can do this. Although that wasn't very well executed, I need to get it down a little bit earlier. What I can do is essentially just stand inside the lava that I pour down and capture them in it. It also means that if I wanted to, I could just drop straight down into there. We might actually have a magma spawner down there, but even so, we should be able to survive. So it doesn't look like there's anything up on this top level as far as loot. We're going to drop down to the next one and probably try and take on that piglin brute. I think if we can get a bit of practice, see whether this works well, then I'll have a better idea of whether it was smart. Oh, not smart. Not smart. Although, that was. Ha ha ha! I changed my mind. Quite smart. How about another? Anyone else want to fight? Any of you? This is also a very easy way to pick them off. So having a bow and then having a nice bucket of lava does seem to be a pretty good trick if I could hit them. I just noticed that my fire resistance went out though, so we are going to have to be a little bit careful. I'm just going to chug that now just to make sure that I've still got it up. The worst thing would be to fall into the lava down below and yeah, get stuck in there. Okay, we might actually go over to this side first. Ooh. Pick as many of these brutes off as possible before we go over there, so that we don't get stuck with a bunch of them coming up and fighting us as like a pack. And then hopefully this should be the easiest Bastion looting we've ever done. Hey, I see you there. Okay. Ooh, that's another brute. I think as long as you're prepared, bastions don't have to be that scary. Alright, let's try it out. Let's make our way up these stairs. I hear the brute. Just keeping a quick eye out. Is he up top? Yes, he is. Come here. Get in the lava. Or just perish. It was a good idea, but I've yet to really use it too effectively. Oh well. Nice. We're going to grab a bit of this loot. I don't really... definitely don't want that. I definitely want that though. Perfect. This is one of the main reasons I wanted to come over here is because I love the Gilded Blackstone and I do want to use that in builds and such. So coming over here and grabbing all this gold and the Gilded Blackstone is definitely worth it. All right. Let's be a little bit careful. There are still piglin brutes around. I can hear them in my subtitles and with my headphones, but I can't see them. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Perfect. They can't swim in it, so... Oh. That could be bad, though. Whew. Ooh, boy. There we go. We narrowly survived that one. I think the lava was really the only thing that saved us there. I didn't realize there was two, and I got sort of sandwiched between them as I tried to run away. Bit of a rookie mistake, but hey, I'm not doing this to take it super carefully. We're not playing in hardcore, so I'm willing to take a couple of risks for some goodies like this. Nice. Okay, that may have been most of the brutes or the piglins over in this side of the bastion. I'm going to do a quick explore around and see whether I can find as many chests as possible. I don't want to miss any loot. And we're also going to grab stuff like this as we make our way around, take all of the gold that we can find. And then we'll head back over to the other side. Go down to the little treasure area down below, see whether there's anything valuable in there. Hopefully we get some form of netherite, but either way, it's going to be worth it just for a couple of fun bits and pieces. Still got 3 minutes left on the fire. Well, doesn't look like there's much else in here. So if the bottom of here does not yield any more results, we're going to head off to the other side. Yep. Okay. All right. As we make our way back across here, we're going to steal this gold. And I think it's probably worth retaking another fire resistance potion, like so, and head on a little lower into this bastion here. I do want to get down to there. All right. Once again, need to play it a little bit safe with those brutes around. But I feel like with how many of these zombified piglins we have, they might have had a little bit of a fight amongst themselves. It just feels like these top layers, where I've seen so many of the zombified ones, doesn't seem to have that many piglins. So it's a little interesting. Okay. Well, looks like we're heading a bit further down. We may as well pick them off from a distance again, like we were over on the other area. Just cull the herd a little bit, lessen the amount that we have to deal with, and get caught by down there. And ideally, hit these brutes if I can. We've got some awkward angles, but I think I can do it. There we go. Those brutes have kind of disappeared, so let's drop on down another layer. Oof, startled me. I'm a little on edge about the brutes after how close I got just before. And I'm also on edge about accidentally hitting the zombie guys, the zombified piglins. I don't want to start a riot where they all come for me, so if possible, I need to double check before I shoot. There's a definite lack of chests up on these higher areas though. Quite surprised. Usually there's a couple dotted around, a couple of loot chests, but it doesn't seem to be over in this area. Alright then, well, further down we go. Ooh, there we go, we got another good shot at that brute. Perfect, and that one too. Come on. There we go, there's one. Let's see whether I can get that one through the gap. Oh, you too. Nice. Ooh, I see one down there as well. Okay. Onwards. Collect up all this XP. May as well get ourselves to level 30 as we go. And if I collect this... Yep, it doesn't seem like there's anyone close enough to recognize that we just took a piece of gold, so that's good. Look at all those guys, though. Power 4 bows. So OP. Power 5, actually, I think I might have on this. I can see just over there, there's someone, a brute by the look of it. See whether we can get a better angle. Oh, come on. I see you. We might actually come down into the middle here. And, yes, get ourselves a little bit closer. That's a brute over there. And I see his little axe there. Perfect. God, that sounded really close. Nice. There may only be 1 or 2 more brutes to deal with. So we could be in the clear. Let's actually drop down just about here and carefully go and investigate. I'm watching my subtitles just to see whether or not I see piglin or piglin brute. Like that, I see the piglin brute snort. I'll see whether I can get that lava down in there with him. Not quite. How about this? Come on now. Work with me. Where'd he go? There we go. Easiest way to kill them. If you can trap them in a corner. There we go. Perfect. Alright, with that, I think that I can probably start to go around and collect some of this. That's also going to show me in the subtitles, or even just audibly, whether or not there's anyone nearby, because they will react to me looting this stuff. Look at that. Perfect. Got ourselves a piece of ancient debris. First one in the series, which is nice. And we might even get lucky and get a few pieces of scrap over there too. I do know that over this direction, I think, or on the opposite corner, there was another chest. So let's probably just dig straight through here. Keep that lava bucket on us just in case. And I think that's the XP from the guy that we killed. Nice, couple more carrots. Block of iron as well. May as well grab that. And we don't need the cracked bricks. Cool. Feels like we're going to come away with about a stack of this a stack of this gilded blackstone, which is really nice. I'd love to use it a little bit more in my builds and see what we can come up with. We're going to just snipe these big boys because they're my biggest concern. And then we might pop another potion and get over there to raid the middle. Going to take all this XP, heal up my tool a little bit, and yeah, into the middle. Where's the easiest way to go across from? Probably the other side. So let's chug our last one of these. Put that away. And I'm actually going to just fill in a lot of these areas with some stone. So I have a good platform. I don't get knocked into the lava and stuck there trying to swim. So I'll fill all this in like this. Make a nice little platform for myself. And when I have a decent sized platform and I'm also protected from the fire, I don't really have to worry about these guys. They don't really do anything to me. Nice. It's only the big ones that are able to do a lot of damage, like with a physical attack, that I'm actually worried about. Alright. Whoa, look at that. A full piece of netherite off the bat. That's actually amazing. Okay, and whew. Alright, let's start to organize this a little bit. We don't need the diamond shovels, because I can get those anytime. We'll take the gold and the netherite scraps. What do I want to get rid of for that? Probably these nuggets. There's so many of these guys around. And then we got 2 pieces of scrap, 1 piece of ancient debris. If only we'd got 1 more, but that's okay. And not bad. Actually, we don't need that gold. So maybe we take the quartz. Ow. And now we just collect all this gold. That's not bad. I'm actually pretty happy with that for a little Bastion raid. The block, or the actual ingot of netherite is amazing. That's the best piece of loot that we found so far in this series. And now that we've cleared this place out, it's actually quite a close area if we ever are in desperate need of magma cream. Luckily, I had the the fire resistance potion on, because that's exactly what I was worried about happening. Getting knocked over into that area. We might use the rest of this stone that we have and just start to fill this in. Because if we do want to come back here, it'd be a lot easier to make a farm out of the magma if we have a lot of it filled in, if not all of it filled in. But yeah, that'll probably do. Now all that's left is to probably grab just a couple of these pieces of the blackstone, anything that we can see on our way, and head on up out. Nice! Oh, I'm really happy about that netherite. That's amazing. Oh, sorry. Please don't hate me. Please don't hurt me. Oh, stop it. Oh, goodness. Parkour. There we go. Alright. Let's get out of here. Ooh. It seems I might have found a layer that I hadn't gone to before. Hey, bud. Alright, you're no danger to me, but I can hear a couple more piglins snorting, so maybe I need to get up just here. Yeah. Hello, my friend. You wouldn't happen to have any more loot up here for me, would you? Eh? Eh? Maybe not. Maybe they just spawned naturally. That definitely seems like more the idea, but we can go get that. Nice. Where was it? It's funny how you can lose your way in here. There's stuff that I can't find, even though I know the direction that I'm meant to be going. Oh well, doesn't matter. It does look like that the ones that are up here are just respawning, so not going to worry too much about those. Now let's make our way out. Okay. Nice. I think we're going to head back with the spoils of that little raid and deposit some of those things in our base. And then we might come back through now and maybe just tidy up the area around our portal. So the next time we come in, we know that we've got a nice safe spot where we can have some chests and whatnot, deposit some goods, and avoid getting shot by these guys. Ow. You're not worth my time. Okay. So, we now have ourselves a netherite ingot, a few netherite scraps that we can probably store away. I'm just going to put it in the diamond for now. This stuff sort of matches the value of the diamonds. We now have 41 too. That's nice. And we can make a new spot for blackstone. Zombie? There shouldn't be zombies around here. But we'll make a new spot for blackstone, which may be on the other side here. So I'm just going to put any of the blackstone that I have in there. Underneath that, we might start a basalt, whichever way you like to say it. And I don't know if I have a spot for obsidian yet. I feel like obsidian might be worth keeping over here. Ah, I've already got some there. Probably thought the same thing already. Also, I do have 8 Nautilus shells, and I managed to get the last of that on a live stream when we were collecting the resources for the build above, but I wanted to make sure I kept it so that I could show you guys. Doesn't that usually give you a thing? Like an achievement? Huh. Well, I wanted to show you guys that I got a conduit now as well. Maybe you get the achievement once you set it up. But we're going to put that away in here as well. Put away some of our new iron that we grabbed. And just generally try and clean this up again so that we can go back in with a little bit more room in our inventory and try and get a bit of something set up around our nether portal. This just, oh man, it's in a shambles, but we'll fix it up later. I can take those out actually. Oh, and that's where my shield was. Oh dear. All right. So we're going to keep this golden helmet on us. Where? There's obviously some dark spots up in the rooms above. Just a couple of areas where they can spawn. I'm not exactly sure where right now, but nice, we got 3 from that. That's good. I forgot that I have looting 3 on my sword now. But yeah, over time, this is going to be completely spawn-proof and we won't have to worry about zombies. So, what was I saying? We're going to keep that golden helmet on us and we're actually going to take a bunch of gold. In fact, we're going to take a bunch of gold because I think what I want to do is lure a couple of piglins over. I want those chests. And while we're working on the stuff around our portal, I might try and put them in a little spot, a little hole in the ground. And if I grab some of that iron, we might set some hoppers up underneath them, pass them all the gold. Wait, that won't work because the hoppers will just take the gold. We might be able to make it work. We'll see. But we'll make a couple of hoppers just in case, like so. And I'd like to have them trading all of that gold while we work on the portal and making it safe. So, I think I have everything that I want. I don't need those chains. I'm going to put that helmet on, put that piece of grass away, and we'll actually grab the blackstone that we had, because I think I'm going to work with the blackstone and more nether materials in there. We can eat all this bread until we run out, just so that we don't waste the golden carrots. And maybe we'll quickly go heal our pickaxe, just because we're going to be doing a little bit of stuff with it. And put mending on the axe. Oh, God. Yes, I'm going to put mending on my axe, and then we will head on over. Once we've got our tools in a bit of a better condition. Mending. Wonderful. All right, give me a minute at the skeleton spawner. And welcome back, everyone. I have healed up most of my tools. And as you can probably see in my hotbar, I've just crafted a diamond hoe because what I want to do is before we go into the nether, I want to see whether I can get a silk touch enchantment and hopefully efficiency on my diamond hoe. I've tried it a couple times, I've rolled a few times and haven't managed to get it, but once I do, that means I'm going to be able to mine the trees that we have in the nether a lot easier, a lot quicker, get stuff like the shroom lights into my my possession so that I can use those for lighting and all of that fun stuff. So I'm just spending a little bit more time after healing up the pickaxe and my axe. I really do need to get mending on these, but I might change the enchantments before I do so. For now, though, just getting a couple more levels, rolling those enchantments until we get the Silk Touch enchantment on there. What was there? Nothing. We'll just have to see whether we get lucky. And once I have Silk Touch on that, we're going to head on over and I'll meet you over at the portal where we can get started protecting our portal spawn in the nether and making it a safe spot to explore further out from. So give me a little bit more time. I'm going to see whether I can get this, hopefully without having to gather too many more levels, and then we'll be well and truly ready to go. In fact, wish me luck. It didn't work. I'll keep trying though. We'll see in a second. And by a second, I mean, that took me an hour, but I got exactly what I wanted. One without Unbreaking 3, which means that I might be able to actually turn that into a netherite one. So if I scroll through the achievements here, there we go. Use netherite ingots. Wait, there should be one for using it all up? Or maybe that used to be in an old achievement. I'm not sure. Either way, that will be a good one to get ourselves an achievement for. And this could be a really good diamond hoe to use in the future. But we're going to head on over to the portal over there. And oh my goodness, I nearly... I nearly jumped down to the water there because I'm used to jumping off here to get there. Hey, bud. I kind of want to keep him. I have an idea, actually. Just popped into my head that having that guy secure and maybe making ourselves one of these, we could potentially... if we luck out and get a storm come through, we could get ourselves a charged creeper. Interesting. Okay. Let's do that. Let's go like this, and let's put that there. Maybe down the line we're gonna see this guy glowing and dangerous, and we might be able to get ourselves ahead of another creeper to use in like a pattern or something like that. That'd be amazing. Right. I guess I'm making a new boat. All right then. Well, we will leave our friend there in that boat and head on over to the nether in a new one. I can't believe that. Oh, and what do you know? Imagine if... Wait. Nope, it's just rain. I was going to say, imagine if that was a thunderstorm. Well, we're not going to have to worry about this rain for very much longer. We'll come on over into here and get started on a little bit of an area around our portal. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is clear out some of these trees, probably use the black stone that I have to expand outwards a little bit of a platform here because I don't like how close this is to the edge. There's also the possibility that we could move this and change its size. In fact, that might be something that I'd do once I've removed a little bit of this, but I need to get up and stop that lava flow if possible, give myself a better idea of what I've got available around here, and from there we can secure this area. The reason I got this is so that I can quickly get stuff like this, even though I should put efficiency 5 on there if I want it to be completely perfect. But obviously I spent so much time getting the initial silk touch on there that it does mean that in the future, if we want to collect leaves and whatnot, we should be able to do that super quickly with this hoe. So what we might do is actually duck into a quick little time lapse of me clearing out this area. It's going to take a bit of time just to make sure it's all secure and whatnot. I'll try and lure over some piglins and get them trading with all this gold. How much do I have? Yeah, quite a bit. 4 1/4 stacks. So we'll get them over here, try and pop them into a little hole, and I'll come back once I've got myself this area done. Hope you guys enjoy. And welcome back, folks. Look at this little area. I really like it. I ended up using a bunch of the different materials from around this area, using the wood that I collected from those trees, some of the... I don't even know what those are called, honestly. Let me quickly just check. Warped wart block. But I used that and a couple of different varieties to make some nice textures. And I noticed when doing that time lapse that it looks really good from up high. But unfortunately, it's kind of hard to get that sort of view. It might be nice to be able to see it from up that side. I'm not quite sure. But for now, I've left only this one side open because what we should be able to do now is pretty much just dig and put this in our offhand so that we can block off some lava if we happen to come across any. But we should be able to dig out this side and pop out directly facing, ooh, that was a bit high, where our nether fortress is over there. So we can probably make a bridge with some more materials to take us over to that side. For now, I might just make it out of this, but nah, I'll leave it. So in the future, we can make a bridge across that'll take us straight to the nether fortress. That's perfect. In fact, we're going to make that a little bit higher. We'll expand the whole thing out when we decide to make that bridge. But from here, we can also expand out in different directions, a way to get across to our crimson forest over there if we need any of that. And yeah, this will be a nice little spot. It's all fireproof materials, so all of the stone is obviously fireproof, but this wood as well. I actually got hit by a ghast at one point during the build, and nothing can catch on fire. So that's pretty good. We could lose the the portal, of course, but I will probably keep a spare flint and steel in my ender chest. And speaking of ender chest, in this little area here, I actually set myself up with an area that the piglins could trade. And what I did is I dropped the block of gold, the gold ingots over onto here, and it was just low enough that they were picking it up without it sitting on top of the hoppers. And that allowed them to grab the gold, but also chuck out all of these items. So I've actually used all of the blackstone. That is all I have left from the blackstone. They gave me quite a few stacks, but I used a lot in this project here. But alongside that, we've got a handful of fire potions, fire resistance potions, some water bottles if we want to go make some more potions of another kind. What else? Let's organize this a little bit. All right, not too shabby. Combined with the obsidian that I already brought over, I don't know exactly how much I gained from all of that, but we got some crying obsidian, and I've even used that in this build, which is nice. I've never actually really used this in a build, and I think it works really well just near portals. It makes sense that it works near portals. It's the right color scheme to match up with the portal purple. The portal purple. Why did that seem so hard to say? This whole area is a good base, a good starting point for adventuring out into the nether, which is probably what we're going to do in the next episode. I think I would like to do a little bit of an adventure, go explore some of the other biomes around here, maybe go down into the lower areas of the nether and see whether we can start to find a few pieces of netherite, or the ancient debris, I should say. We managed to get 14 ender pearls, so I'm going to take those home with me and make a couple of eyes of ender and get some ender chests going for myself. Since I have the silk touch on me all the time now, we can use an ender chest for storing our valuables as we find them. And we're really starting to get to that point in the game where we're gearing up. We're getting a few things sorted. We've got some goodies, and yeah, it's all looking good. Got good food supply now. We're getting there with our gear as well, but I do need feather falling. I actually fell from just here. You can see where that is. I landed down there with half a heart in the middle of that build. Oh dear. But for now, I think that's all we're going to do in this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this little adventure into the nether, taking on the Bastion and building up this little area here. It was fun to go do some adventuring after the big efforts of the build on the manor, the town manor, whatever we want to call it, in the last episode. So yeah, we had a little fun in this episode, and we're going to adventure in the next as well. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much to my level 3 patrons, Ness, Carl, and Master Shifu, for your continued support, and all my other Patreon supporters as well. Thank you so much. Guys, we've just passed 9,000 subscribers. Oh my goodness, it's going so fast, and it feels like we're going to hit 10k before the end of January at this rate. So thank you guys so much. I honestly can't believe the support at the moment, and I really appreciate you all. With that, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you're looking forward to more episodes coming soon in the future. And until I see you in the next episode or over on a Twitch stream, I hope you guys take care of yourself, and I'll see you then. Alright, we're definitely not doing anything risky for our ending boop. So, bye! Whoop!